Hello and welcome to Talking with Famous People. My name is host Eric. I am the host of Talking with Famous People, and in this video I'm going to discuss another YouTube video maker, a gentleman by the name of Sound Vector. Some of you guys may be familiar with Sound Vector. He has over 1,800 subscribers, more than I have, and he does a fair amount of MBTI stuff, and he's been on Talking with Famous People. I interviewed him one time. Now, here's the deal. I concluded at the time that he was crazy. I mean, smart, entertaining, but crazy. Now, here's the thing. I don't care. I mean, it's not like I'm condemning the guy. I'm just saying that's the conclusion I drew upon interviewing him. So, last few days, though, he's been messaging me on Facebook, and we've been chatting back and forth, and caused me to watch a couple of his videos. I mean, I read all the stuff he was saying to me in the messages, and it really made me think hard in general. Because, first of all, the guy's brilliant. He's absolutely brilliant. He's got lots of great ideas and insight. So, my question to myself then became, well, why are you perceiving him in this way, Eric? You know from your own experience, people perceiving you as crazy. Fairly commonplace. And you made a video called Diagnosis, Intellectually Dishonest Weapon. You know, like, I'm not one to dismiss somebody as crazy, usually. If I am going to, though, and this is what I was reflecting on today, is, well, what is the thing that caused me to think that about him? Exactly. I know it's not just stupid shit that people might mistake for crazy. Like, it wasn't the fact that he makes up crazy little songs. I mean, I make up crazy little songs too. It wasn't any of that. And upon reflection, what I realized is the thing that made me think he was crazy was when I pushed in a couple of spots, I determined that he wasn't ready or prepared to be wrong about things and learn. Right? He was ready to teach. He could teach all day, but he wasn't ready to learn anything. So I concluded basically that he's crazy as a result, because sanity means recognizing your own fallibility and the limits of your own consciousness, in one sense. So it means acknowledging a legitimate and authentic human frailty, and a need to learn like everybody else. I think he's positioned himself not like that necessarily. And I think that that's probably a mistake, but I know he would have plenty of answers for this as to why it's not a mistake or whatever. And I get those. I can see the point. I'm not going to argue the point. But let me segue into the second sort of sub-point of this thing. As I was reflecting upon this, I realized that as a consumer of media, or as an interactor with people, somebody who talks to other people and interacts with them, I don't want to be positioned as the person of lack in terms of knowledge, wisdom, intelligence, development, whatever. And I mean, I have no problem positioning myself as somebody who has plenty to learn from plenty of people, but I do have a problem positioning myself as either in need of your wisdom or in possession of wisdom you need. I don't like to position myself in either of those ways at all. It's discourse. We're engaged in discourse for the purpose of improving understanding, improving relationships with each other, having something fun to do, or a lot of other things like that. Basic human shit. So, sometimes smart people, often even, have a tendency to make things way too complicated. Or complicated for the sake of making them complicated. There's a need among certain people as well to display what they want to display. When I watched a quite brilliant video of Sound Vectors this morning called, I forget what it's called, it's got some crazy title, but it's basically ENTP cognitive processes. He's positioning himself as an ENTP now. He's been every type in the book. He calls himself this or that or the other thing, talks about that type, and then, the thing is, it doesn't matter to me whether it's inauthentic because he's crazy, if it's inauthentic because he's utilizing that to make a point, if it's inauthentic because of whatever else, right? But I need to know at the end of the day that the other party knows that we're just both a couple of random dudes, right? If you want to teach me something, fine. But here's my third point. Don't be unnecessarily enigmatic about shit. To me, the most important sign of a person who's playing fair in life is the ability and willingness to be pinned down and shown to be wrong. If you can't do that, to me, you're not playing fair. That's what it boils down to. You're not playing life fairly. Now, there's this comedian named Reggie Meeks or Reggie Weeks. I can't remember the name at the moment. It's M or W. The point is, he apparently goes about his business doing various accents and stuff and never revealing what his real voice is, right? He's this man of characters. Well, I don't like that at all. I just don't like it. I don't like the idea of it. Why? Because I don't want you to position yourself like that. That I'm going to be the one who is entirely the passive consumer in this process. And I will get to appreciate your genius, but not actually get to look inside and see what's going on at all. I don't like that at all. That doesn't work for me. And so, the conclusion I drew about Sound Vector is there are a couple of differences between him and me. Number one, on my channel you see my life. You see my debaters, you see my friends, you see my ex-wife, you see my daughter, you see me going to get groceries, you see me getting mad in traffic. I'm not on YouTube just to I don't know what people always say, well, I'm here, I want to help people. Well, really? So you started making YouTube videos? That's why you're making YouTube videos? Because you want to help people? I get it that some people find these videos helpful, But the help that I'm providing people mostly, I hope, is entertainment. That's helpful. If it's entertaining, if it's boring, then it's not helpful, right? So, I mean, I'm not looking to cure anybody of any psychological illnesses. I'm not looking to solve anybody's problems. I'm not looking to help people. I'm looking to, in large part, I'm looking to make friends. You know? I'm going to make friends. Chat with them on GTM. I haven't had very many GTM sessions lately. I'm trying to do some like organizational kind of edity, kind of just handle some architectural business right now. And it's frustrating me a little bit because something's having to get cut out, and that means it's turning out to be GTM at the moment. But it's a temporary phenomenon. I'll be back on with more sessions with groups soon enough. And I won't try to dodge any of your questions, whatever they are. If you have a question you'd like to ask me for some reason, I will give you a straight answer. And if you got me, I'll stay got. If you get me fair and square, you get me pinned, then I'm wrong, you know? That's fair as squaresies. I'm not sure Sound Vector's ready to be engaging with other people with an eye towards honest self-allowance. That's how I think it needs to be for him and me, both. It's a matter of allowing yourself to be just regular human broken person like everybody else, and to reveal those vulnerabilities, I think, both a sign that you understand that and a necessary part of the whole equation. So I think there's a few things I want to sort of sum up here as a conclusion. Number one, Sound Vector is a genius. He's a super genius of some sort. You might watch his videos and say, Eric, he's not that smart. He's just play acting at being smart. It's possible to interpret it that way. It's the wrong interpretation. He's really, really smart. But that doesn't mean that he's not engaging in these behaviors for display purposes. Even if he might want to correctly argue, even if it's correct that he's operating on some sort of level of understanding humans and the impact of his behavior on those humans that's too sophisticated for us to understand right now or something, which is kind of the likely angle he'd take, I suspect. Well, he wouldn't say it explicitly or directly. That's the message he's trying to convey in general. Well, the bottom line is, Sound Vector, I don't know who you are. I don't know if you're playing games. I know you're playing some games. I don't know exactly what's a game and what's not. I find that annoying. I'm not playing games. You get what you see. And you see what you get. So that's it for this video.